So, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Minato Namikaze from the Naruto line. This is the Narutop 99 edition, though, however, which is a subline they've kind of started doing. A little weird, if I'm being honest, so I'm not sure. I believe there's 5 Narutop 99 figures thus far. One of which being Minato, the next one being Itachi, who I've also ordered and is on the way, Sakura, Naruto, and I believe there's the Kakashi, which was an event exclusive. And as far as they go, they're based on the manga color schemes, opposed to the typical anime ones they'd go with. Main differences are usually a lot brighter. Minato is definitely a lot brighter than most of the other ones. Back of the box, pictures, and we have this very nice artwork, which does show a lot of the characters on it that we've already gotten. You do get this flag with Naruto. We got Sakura. She has this big axe for some reason. Itachi has his katana. Did he ever have a katana? There's a lot of characters in here that intrigue me, though, I will say, that I hope we can see. I mean, there's some ones, but that is basically it. Very different box from your Naruto boxes, though. I actually kind of like these a little more than the basic Naruto boxes, weirdly enough. I like the Naruto boxes, but I think this looks really nice. Anyway, let's just break him out and see what he comes with. So, for what is in the box with Minato, we have 4 alternate faces, opposed to the one he has. 2 hands, another 3 hands, another 4 hands, one of his kunai, his special ones, and the scroll and Rasengan piece. That's a lot of stuff, actually. Wow. To think, he's not even a super expensive figure. It was weird. Anyway, let's just get the figure out of the box. And so getting Minato out of the box here, we have a pretty nice look. I did change the faceplate out to the neutral face, just for the sake of consistency, I guess. And as far as he goes, he is pretty cool. I mean, there's really a lot going on here. I'm not sure if he is. I initially thought he was reuse of Kakashi. He might just be at the lower legs. But if there is a chance he's reuse, I would say it's pretty high, considering the whole vest. The pants are really similar. I mean, there's a lot of similar stuff between him and Kakashi. So it really wouldn't be similar. Like, it wouldn't be crazy to be like, oh yeah, they're the same. I'm not 100 on that, actually. Have not looked at it. I do know for a fact the arms are very much different, though. Different design outright. I mean, everything else is pretty good, honestly. The cloak that he wears is very good. The only thing I kind of dislike is, again, that it's just kind of out. It's just out, you know? It's always like that. And the thing with the Narutop line is Itachi did get a fabric cloak. Why couldn't they do the same thing for him? It's a bit weird. I think he was the first one because it was going off of the fan vote, which Minato won. Then it was Itachi, and then Sakura. How did Sakura get number 3? Who let that happen? Who did that? Who voted Sakura? Who was it? Why? Why? Why did Sakura get number 3? I'm just questioning that one outright. But Minato is cool nonetheless. I mean, the cloak is pretty well shaded and everything. You can kind of see like the hints of blue, especially in the shoulders. You can kind of see it. Up here, you can definitely see the hints of blue. The colors really pop. I actually do kind of like the more bright, vibrant colors opposed to the darker ones. Kakashi does look really cool, but I do like this nice, vibrant green and this kind of navy blue. He looks really cool. Honestly, I really think he looks really good. His hair is as spiky as it should be. No, the cut on my finger did not come from him. It came from, I believe, one of those like plastic thingies that sticks out of clothing. But, I mean, it's a little bit intriguing, and this is how it's connected, really. Kind of crazy. Anyway. But as far as it goes, that is pretty much Minato. So let's just get to those accessories, which, yeah, there's a lot of, as we've seen. There's too many. Starting with hands, as per usual, we have his fists, because fists. And for his next set of hands, well, he has two of each of these. We have a kind of normal neutral hand and a jutsu hand, which, yeah, he kind of always has to come with a jutsu hand. Come on now. I think he looks really good. They're pretty good. He has another two sets, though. However, his next two hands that he has a set of are this more open hand and then a grip hand, which, of course, is for his kunai. As it's a Minato figure, he can't not come with this kunai, which, yeah, is very tiny. As you can see, it does have the little writing on it and everything like that for his flying Raijin. Always did like his kunai. I think it's really cool. And the way you get it in his hands is not the greatest. Usually they have a better solution, but you just put it in. You just put it in his hand. And then he can have one of his kunai, which looks great. I think this kunai is really cool, and it's just awesome. It's an essential piece. It has to come with it. There's no way he wouldn't have come with it. It's just that simple. But that is that. He has one more specialty hand, we'll say. And that would be a flat, open hand. But there's a groove in it, and that is for his Rasengan piece. Yes, he wouldn't be complete without a Rasengan piece. That is just as blatant as it should be. And he, of course, comes with it. And it has 99 on it, which is probably the most bothering part about it. Otherwise, I really like this effect piece. Way better than Naruto's. And it's a little bit better. It's a larger one. I think Jiraiya might have my favorite of the bunch that I have. But this one's really good. It's very nicely sculpted. It's just that 99 that bothers me. And it has like a bit of a different colored blue paint on it, which is a bit unfortunate. It's a little bit odd, but it's not the worst. Definitely could have been 10 times worse than this, but I think that this does look cool nonetheless. And it's an awesome piece. And his next piece, before we get on to the faces, is this scroll. I'm not sure, is it the scroll of sealing? I'm not sure why he comes with the scroll. I'm thinking it has to be the scroll of sealing or something. And to get that on, pop his head off, and yeah, he does have this little extra hair piece down there. And then just slide it on over. Me personally, I just leave this piece in the box. I don't really have a use for it. Put that back on there, and you can have that. I might have it on backwards, but either way, it goes on there. He has it. It's a giant scroll. It's cool. It's a nice thing to have, I guess. Said I don't really touch it. It's cool. It's well painted, but that's about all I have on it, really. I don't know what exactly it is. I will say, though, at least his head comes off relatively easy. I thought it was going to be a bit of a struggle to get that on and off, but no, it actually comes off really, really easy. There that is again, just to show it. Very nicely painted, though, I will say. Very good. Also kind of rubbery. Next up, we have Minato's faces, of course, which we have is standard neutral, which looks pretty good. He just kind of has a happy little smirk on. Next up, we kind of have this little smiling face a little bit. It's a bit harder to see. His mouth is open and kind of sees teeth a little bit. That's the main difference. Other than that, though, it's really similar to the other one. And to switch his face, just to show, because it actually is one of the more annoying aspects of this figure as well, is you have to pop it out, and that's it. It works like Naruto. But Naruto doesn't have hair hanging down the side of his head. Naruto has a pretty basic setup, and that leads to Minato having a kind of annoying face swap, which kind of sucks. I kind of wish they had done it so the front comes off or something. But the next one we have is kind of this closed eyes, pleasant expression, which I think looks pretty good, and that's very much a Minato thing. Then we have Yelling Minato, which kind of looks scary, honestly. Well, I guess you'd use that with the Rasengan. And then he has one more face, which is definitely the best one, but it's the one we seen out of the box. That would be the face with the kunai in the mouth, which is cool. The only complaint I have about it, and I just noticed it as I swapped it out, put the kunai back in the box like a dummy, is the wrapping is a different color for some reason. This one is more of a golden color. This one's more of an orange. It says narutop 99 on it, I guess that's why, but it's a little strange. You're not going to notice it if you don't have the other kunai with him, though, so there is that. It is cool, I guess it says narutop 99. You might not be able to see it, but that's what it says on the top. And it's a cool face. He comes with it out of the box, like I mentioned, so it's pretty nice. And that's basically him, so let's just get to the articulation of him. And as far as the articulation goes for Minato, he has a ball joint in the head, which is very good. Forward and back of the arms, outward. Butterfly joints are pretty good. Double elbow. Typical wrists, so he does have the hinge along with the ball joint. The waist is really good. He can actually move quite well. He has a waist swivel. Forward. Back is a little more restrictive. Outward, kind of restrictive as well, just due to the cloak. Double jointed knee. Tilt there. Ball joint at the top of the ankle as well. I don't know why that's there. It's interesting. And of course he has his toe bend. So very standard figuart articulation, but that's how it is. You know, he's a guy. So that is Minato. So let's just get to my final thoughts on him. As far as it goes, what do I think? I think he's great. He's a great figure. You get a lot of stuff with this guy for the price you pay, which honestly is shocking. I paid, I think it was $85, which he was $90 initially. Amazon put him on sale, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm going for it. Which I know someone's like, oh, that's a lot of money. That's Canadian, by the way. Keep that in mind if you are a U.S. citizen or whatever, that is definitely more. But it's like, I think 60 or 70 U.S., something like that. I'm not 100 on that exact conversion, but something like that. And I think he's well worth it. He just comes with a lot of stuff. And that's the thing. Most of the time, like, you get a figure in that price range, it's like a hit or miss thing. Some of them come with a lot of stuff. And then the other half of them are just like nothing. Like Yamcha. Yamcha, who comes with nothing. And yeah, Minato, who's in that exact same price range, and he comes with a ton. It's strange. That's my kind of comparison. The Naruto figures typically do come with a lot more stuff, though, than like the Dragon Ball, which is one of those weird things. I will say that. It is a little strange that they do that, but this guy is just great. Fully recommend him. He's kind of the weird one in my collection now. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. He's just kind of there. Pretty posable for what he is. The only complaint is that, yeah, they didn't do a soft goods cloak, which they have been doing lately. So it's a little weird that they stuck with the rubbery one here for just Minato. And then Itachi, the next release, had a soft goods one. How does that make sense? I don't know, but that's basically it. That's all I have to really say. He is an amazing figure, and I'm going to give him, honestly, a 5 out of 5, because every issue he has is a blatant nitpick. I'm not going to say that this is a major issue, because it is out far enough that it actually looks like when you, like, pose them and stuff, that it is moving. You know, I actually don't hate it. Like, just to put him in, like, a nothing pose here real quick, it doesn't look that bad. But I will say, just a great figure overall. 5 out of 5, and genuinely, if you collect the Naruto figuarts line, he is a must-get, in my opinion. He is a must-get. He might be the best one. It's between him and Sasuke. Maybe. I haven't really played around with Jiraiya as much, but we will soon. I actually just need another figure for that review, obviously. That's, he comes with figure DLC, kind of, but that's really it. That's all for this review. Thank you guys for watching. And is this the last one of the new year? Am I crazy? No, there's one on Tuesday. So it's not it yet. There will be one more. Thanks for watching.